Getting results. We going crazy. 5 for. So I got off the call with the team about over a half an hour ago, and I just feel like, man, this is gonna be a great year, bro. Like, we getting results. We going crazy. 5 for 6 starting off the year. It's just a beautiful time to be just in these markets, man. Like, this shit is really just a blessing for real. Like,
Can you hear me?
Say something?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna be a lag because it's live.
I can hear you now. I can hear you. It's picking up a lot of the background noise. I don't know if you can change that.
Mm. Xander, go sit down. Go. No, you can look from afar. She don't need to be in the. Mm. I wonder if I switch mics. It's still staticky.
It's not. It's not staticky. It's just picking up my voice very clearly, and Xander, like the background noise.
That's the input. Mm.
If not, it's no big deal. I just didn't know you, like in the Discord, you can cut out background noise.
Yeah, but should be like a privacy settings. Mm. What about now?
Let me see.
What about?
That's a lot better. It's not as. It's not as loud.
Yeah, it was at 100.
I can still hear myself, but it's not as.
But I could put it down to. What about now? Say something.
But you're low now too. You probably
Oh.
not that low.
Mm.
But that was good. It's a little bit higher than that.
Mm. What's up, Damien? Yeah, if you're just getting in, just put if you're a beginner or not. See somebody else just join. Trying to see how many people going to join today. People been asking, so we'll see. Y'all can start putting questions in the chat. Yeah, we're just gonna chill out for a couple more minutes and see if more people come. Hey, Damien, can you hear me? Cool. Yeah, just put in the chat questions you have, and we can go from there. And if people start coming in, they could drop in. I see somebody else has joined. Drop a comment. Drop a comment in chat. Let me see if I can show you some trades I've been taking. Did I chart anything? That's a good question. So, kind of just depends. So, this is what I wanted to show people today. I'm about to share the screen right now. Hold up. Mm, mm, mm. True. Yeah, those are really good questions right there. So, to trade on a, let me move my mic. So to trade on a live account, it just depends on the skill set, right? To even place a trade, you're gonna need, I would say, $250. That's on the low end, and that's just using your own capital. So if using your own capital, you go here. Here's one of the major platforms where you can have a live account called Tradeovate. This is what I use. And let me do it through here. Pull up the charts through here. So right now I'm primarily trading the NASDAQ. Let me switch. I guess I gotta stay on this screen. Yeah, I'm primarily trading the NASDAQ, and I'm about to stream the whole screen, entire window. Yeah, there we go. See if this changed. Okay, cool. Yeah, so what I'm trading is gold, NASDAQ, US 30, and what's I'm trading? That's pretty much it, honestly. As far as futures, kind of took a step back on other pairs. So TradingView is where I go to look at the charts. Instead of me trying to go back and forth, I'm just going to pull up in this window so we ain't got to go back and forth. But yeah, so I go here, go to futures. The only thing you got to watch out with futures, everything's named a little bit differently than like stocks or just overall. So for futures, it's called NQ. But it kind of it mirrors the same thing as like a regular NASDAQ. So it's pretty much the same thing. But in TradingView, so right here, so like, where is it at? Okay. So when you probably load into yours, it's probably going to be on the line chart. So you just go here and click candlesticks. So right now we're on the daily. So each one of these candles is 1 day, and then you could change the time frame. I usually trade on the 5 and 15 minute time frame, but I also use the higher time frame, 1 hour and the 4 hour, to look at the overall direction. You look at the daily. I look at the daily sometimes, depending if I want to see like the overall trend. So you want to see the overall trend of gold, which has been on a crazy tear, right? Look at the daily. Like, what is this? This is April 2025. See, it's just been up and up. This is January 2023, 24, April 24th. So it's pretty much, we had a dip in April 2025. So that might be a coincidence. April of every year we might be on a downtrend until April. It might be on a downtrend. It's already starting a downtrend right now. So yeah, see, as you see, it shows you a higher time frame, like kind of what's going on. You look at the 1 hour. Hold on 1 second. I'm back. But also too, I'm using right now. I'm using Top Step, which is a prop firm company. And this is what I advise any new traders to use. because price of entry is way lower than using your own capital. So with the valuations, basically you'll be 50K. I mean, I would say don't get caught up in these numbers. Look at your maximum loss. So basically for 89 bucks, you're getting 2,000, and 100,000, you're getting 3,000 for 139. Yeah, but I turned it off to see if he was still in here because it said 1. Yeah. And then 150 is 4,500. So these are the standard version. These are new versions, no activation fee. So after you pass the challenge, say your profit target is 3,000. So for $89 a month, you have it's 89. It's recurring like a subscription fee. So you get 2,000 and you have to make 3,000 to move on to the next phase. I think I talked to you about this earlier too, like when we was working together, but yeah, the evaluations. So usually once you make 3,000, there'll be an activation fee. So you see here is 129 when you pass, but this one's a little cheaper. So for people that's starting out, you probably want to start with this because you don't know when you're going to pass. You don't know your profitability. You don't know how long it's going to take. So $50, $2,000 cash. You know, you think about that, you can't beat that. Only problem is with these prop firms, I suggest Top Step and Top Step alone right now because a lot of traders, like the celebrity traders, are in the space and they're creating these platforms. And basically, these platforms make money from you losing money. So these activation fees, you know, some people are draining their bank account, they're draining their paycheck just to try to get to the funded stage to get the activation stage, and end up losing all their money. They're just gambling. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. The best thing about this, once you become profitable, you can have up to 5 accounts. So right now, with I got 150K account right now, and last week I made 1,300, and this week I made $539, I believe. But the only thing is when you withdraw, you only get 50%. So I mean that's just like a real live account though. You got to cap to risk to make more money. But yeah, I would suggest, and once you buy an account in there, just go for the standard. There's a switch at the top in your dashboard that says practice. So you don't got to trade live yet. You could use the practice in this environment, paying $50 a month. That's the best suggestion I have. When I started trading Forex, because I went from Forex to futures, for like a 100K account was like $100, and 100K was like $300, $400, $500 for the same thing, right? It was more spread, but still same risk. And then as far as time frames, get this off the screen. Okay, let me switch to the other screen. As far as time frames, there's 3 different time frames. It's London, Asian, and New York. So let's go to the 15. So Asian, let me look it up. But you can trade any time of the day. The biggest thing is watching out for news. So if you go to my FX book, it will have scheduled news. Let me pull it up so y'all can see. No, going back and forth, but so this is what I use to look at news. It will show you news, and over here you have the impact, right? So low impact, say you're trading NASDAQ around this time, it has low impact. So the candle structure is not going to be too much affected by this news. In fact, if it says high like this and you're in NASDAQ, you got to watch out, because as soon as this hits, price is going to spike. But the market opens at 9:30, closes at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Then between 5 and 6, you'll see like a delay, and everything will start picking up again. At 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 7 p.m., you'll start seeing price movement for a couple hours, and then it'll be choppy. And then around, I would say 12 to 5 a.m., you'll start seeing some movement. But that's like West Coast. That's what the West Coast is trading. No, let me pull it up. Yeah. Right here. The Tokyo market, 12 a.m. to 9 a.m., 7 p.m. to 4 a.m., and then London session, 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then New York, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But even with 8 a.m., NASDAQ is moving at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. It just depends. Let's go back to zero. You still hear it? Oh, shit. You still here, Damien? You good? Oh damn. You gotta get that premium Wi-Fi. But yeah, everything I'm saying here, I'm gonna make a YouTube video. That way, probably a little bit easier to watch for everybody. But yeah, as far as time frames, when I start trading is around mm, yeah. So the main killers is greed, right? People think it's like just making money. They think they're just gonna hop in and just put money in and pretty much gamble. A lot of people's psychology not even ready to, be in drawdown. As far as like being in a trade, and say you're in a trade right here, it goes down, and you down $2,000 in a matter of minutes. Most people gonna pull out of the trade when, as you see right here, it keeps going up. Now you're in profit, right? So it's getting used to seeing hundreds of thousands of dollars moving at one time, mastering your emotions and getting used to that, knowing when to get in and out of a trade, right? Now, as far as like how long it would take to be profitable, that just depends on the person and kind of like sticking to one strategy. If you're going to be uh, trying other people's strategy, or you get with the wrong mentor, you get the wrong teacher, it's going to prolong your process. I started trading, actually, really trading in 2020. I didn't really have a strategy until 2022, 2023, and I was still learning it. And now from 2022, 2023 to last year, I became profitable. So like me doing the prop firm challenges, I could pass it every time. But I also trade my own strategy, sort of like I use what I was taught, but I got my own mix to it. And that's what I'm noticing. Like the people that do become profitable, they kind of have their own strategy. They have their own mix to it. Like, I mean, just like basketball, you got your own game, got your own cadence. Everybody got their own jump shot, right? That's kind of how it is. So, I mean, the biggest thing is just getting into like the flow of things, like getting a pot firm account, learning the lingo, learning what a one-to-one risk reward is. Um, like right now I could look at this chart and understand why everything happened and understand my entry points. Why would I get in trade and why would I get out? A couple years ago I didn't know that. So I'm risking $500, $1,000 at a time, losing money, making money, not even knowing why. But yeah, yeah, making money and losing money, not knowing why. So I think the best thing to do is learn price action. So like right here, so this right here, like this right here would be a trade where this went under all these 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4. It dipped under and it has a line and it's not a solid candle. This strategy is called a liquidity grab. Basically, grabbing uh, contracts, grabbing price under this zone just to go in the direction I was already supposed to go into. So basically, either stopping people out or collecting more orders for a buy. So once I see this, my entry would be at these breaker candles for a 1-to-1.
She's crying. She's crying.
For a 1-to-1 right here. So I'd be in a buy. Then my exit would be out of here. My stop loss will be under here. But that's from years and years of experience. I could just look at this. I'm trading at work on my lunch break. I'm trading at work on my 15-minute break and able to make money like this from my phone. But it's come with years and years of practice. Y'all got any other questions? See, there's another viewer in here. Put something in the chat if you have a question about day trading. Yeah, I know it's my IT channel, but they wouldn't let me stream on my other new channel. I'll be right back. Yes, sir, bro. Take care. Yeah, I'm about to end the stream.